Right. We knew the reception that he was going to get because yesterday we were talking about all the Liverpool fans and that they all said as much as they appreciate what he did for Liverpool, they're not happy with him. So he was named on the bench. Were you surprised that he was brought on?
Yeah, I was a bit... I think Alonso fed him to the wolves a little bit. You know, it was... He'd come on in a moment where really Liverpool were well and truly on top. You can bring him on to try and change a game, but it was... I mean, he was getting so heavily booed, it was almost impossible for him to even really concentrate on the game. And you felt when he got the ball, he was a bit tentative. He didn't want to give it away. He didn't want to get too involved. He didn't want to go in for a late tackle. You know, you could see it in him, and it's going to affect him. He's a young lad, and, you know, he's going back to his boyhood club and getting that sort of reception. I thought Alonso could have protected him a little bit. I don't know if he needed to put Trent on last night. I think it was maybe one of them ones where you go, you know what, it's probably not the moment to use him because Real Madrid were in a bad spot. Liverpool were overrunning them all over the park. I was disappointed in a lot of Liverpool fans, the way they booed him. The whole ground booed him. Now, I understand they're unhappy. I get it, and they've not been happy about how he left and how they thought he left. But Real Madrid, 9 out of 10 players would leave to go and sign for Real Madrid. That's an absolute fact. Everyone's singing Conor Bradley's name, and I get, like, Conor Bradley's a brilliant player. If Real Madrid come calling, Conor Bradley would probably want to go and play for Real Madrid. But it's Real Madrid. Liverpool are a huge football club, and I totally get it. But to boo a player who won everything for your football club in that manner, like, it was almost nasty how they were booing him. And this guy, he won everything for Liverpool. He's a Liverpool legend. I don't care what anyone says, he's a Liverpool legend. You got him for nothing. He come through your youth academy, you can say, we developed him and we done this. You know, he also developed himself. He was always going to be a top player because he was talented. And he gave Liverpool unbelievable moments, and you got him for nothing. And he left for nothing. But you paid 80 million, 70 million pounds for Van Dijk, for 70 million pounds for Alisson. You got Trent for nothing. And he's left for nothing. I don't understand the booing and the whole thing about, you know, we're giving him this stick and booing him like that. I thought it was harsh. You never walk alone. That's what they're seeing every week. He's a Liverpool boy.
I want you to get involved in the debate. Let's bring in a Liverpool fan now. Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your club, you can go to the Sky Sports app for more details. Let's speak to Liverpool supporter Peter Bolster. Now, Peter, you'll have been hearing there what Jamie was saying about Trent Alexander-Arnold and his reception when he went back to Anfield. Jude Bellingham says that the booing isn't a true reflection of what the fans were thinking. It was just about putting him off and giving the Liverpool team a bit more help. What do you make of that?
Absolutely nonsense from Jude Bellingham. It's a bit embarrassing as well that it's like he's acting like Trent's mum, coming out and trying to protect them all the time. So, no, absolute nonsense. I was there, I'll tell you what the Liverpool fans were like, and it was exactly what Jamie O'Hara's just said. It was nasty, there was venom in it, and he found out exactly how all Liverpool fans were feeling. This wasn't a bunch of idiots on the internet. This was 60,000 Liverpool fans making sure that he knows that his legacy has completely been ruined. It doesn't matter what he's done in the Liverpool shirt, and I think we need to point out as well, and we're acting like he done us a favour. He got paid to play for Liverpool, you know, and it's something that we would all love to do. I think it's not because he left Liverpool, it's because of how he left Liverpool. And there was a point in that booing last night that I was thinking that in 10 years' time when I'm reading his book, I hope that he reflects and maybe regrets not so much that he's left Liverpool, but how he left Liverpool. That's the problem for me. A normal lad from Liverpool, a celebrity now. That's the detachment. It's a transfer from a footballer to a celebrity. He's completely misjudged the whole situation, and how he left over an 18-month period is the biggest problem.
Look, I've had this argument a million times. You talk about his legacy, he's ruined his legacy. How can you say that? I mean, the moments that he give you as a football player, the things he's won there, 2 Premier League titles, Champions League, Carabao Cup, Club World Cup, FA Cup. I mean, the guy's won the lot. You talk about his legacy. He left to go to Real Madrid. You know, you talk about an 18-month...
He gaslit the fans, Jamie. He gaslit the fans. He was doing this as celebrations. He was making statements and making insinuations that he was going to maybe possibly sign a new contract. He knew exactly what he was doing.
You didn't pay him enough money.
We didn't pay him enough money. I don't think any money was going to keep him in the world. I think
you don't know that. Give him an offer he can't refuse.
I think that he was so fluent in Spanish for such a long time shows you that he left.
Is he not allowed to learn another language? Like he's got to have his options open. He's a young lad. If you don't give him a deal, if you ain't offered him a contract that he thinks that he's worth, then he's in his right mind to leave. Luis Diaz left. You got money for him because you weren't paying him enough.
Do you think he left because of a contract?
You didn't pay him.
Do you think he left because of a contract problem?
No, I think there was.
No, I'm asking you a question.
I think there was a few elements why he left. One, it's Real Madrid. They're one of the biggest club, if not the biggest club in the world. He done everything and won everything he could possibly win at Liverpool Football Club. He might have wanted a new challenge. They're human beings. People are entitled to a new challenge. And two, you didn't pay him enough. You didn't give him an offer he couldn't refuse. If you really wanted to keep him, you would have given him an offer he wouldn't refuse.
Trent was on one of the biggest earners at Liverpool Football Club, right? So let's get that straight. Second of all, when you sign up for Real Madrid, you normally take a pay cut. So that's another element of this, which isn't completely true.
That's not true.
It is for players like Trent Alexander-Arnold. It really is. And another thing is that's fine if you leave Liverpool. It's absolutely fine. No Liverpool player or former Liverpool player comes back to Anfield and gets booed. Let's get that thing straight as well. That doesn't happen. Liverpool fans are one of the only fans in the whole world that welcome ex-players back all the time. You see them in the main stand. They're there week in, week out. This is completely different, and the wider media have misjudged it because they don't know exactly what's gone on. It's the fact that he gaslit the fans.
But you don't know what's gone on either. You don't know what's gone on with the conversations he's had at Liverpool. You don't know what's gone on with the conversations he's had with his family. You're guessing. Everyone will have a guess, and you can look at it. You don't know what Real Madrid offered him. You don't know what the conversations were with Liverpool. They offered you £20 million in January, and you didn't want it. You could have got money from them, but you said no.
We did get money in the end anyway, so we didn't leave on a free transfer, just so we know.
Yeah, £5 million to go and play in the Club World Cup. But
the thing is,
I just thought it was really harsh from Liverpool fans. I think Liverpool fans are amazing. You're amazing fans. You know, the way you are with your players, the way you support your team, you're incredible. But I can't get my head around that nastiness there was. That was nasty last night, I thought.
Jamie, it's the way he's left, and it's the fact that he's gone to a direct rival for the Champions League as well. They knocked us out 3 times. I think it was in 5 years, 2 of them being Champions League finals. So what he's done is, you said that we got him for nothing, okay? He left basically for nothing. What he's done there is strengthened a direct rival for the Champions League. So he's made Liverpool, when they're at the peak of the powers, weaker. It's as simple as. That's what he's done. But it's all the other things, the underhand stuff, that has completely gone under the radar. I mean, I remember it was the game on Sky when he's cupped his ear, he's doing this to the crowds. What was that about? I don't understand that. Rip your top off. OK, celebrate. You've just won the league title. Fantastic. You've played your part. That's brilliant. But as soon as you've done that, you said to the Liverpool fans, forget about all that media stuff. They don't know nothing. I'm about to sign a new deal. At that very moment, he was speaking fluent Spanish, which you say he's allowed to. That's fine. But you don't learn Spanish unless you're moving abroad in a couple of weeks.
Well, he is now at Real Madrid, and your right back last night was Conor Bradley. Was that his best performance of the season?
Yeah, most certainly so. I don't think he's been great this season, as many of the Liverpool players, but he grew into it last night. So each minute that was going by, he seemed to sort of pick his moments. I've been critical of Conor Bradley, that he seems to be a bit more of a moments player. He's trying to put that super tackle in rather than just being the right back at times. Last night was the opposite. He was very much the right back, and then towards the end, he was picking his moments, a big slamming Mbappe and then Vinicius Junior in his pocket at various points. So he done everything correct last night, and it was a wonderful performance, a man of the match performance. But it's difficult to say who got man of the match because Liverpool were excellent all over.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, well, that brings on Alexis McAllister, because he's also underperformed this season. Are you now starting to click?
Yes, definitely so. I think last night was a big test because I was going to the ground and I didn't really know what to expect, if I'm honest. You knew Liverpool were very much capable of turning Real Madrid over. They did that last season, and I know we've had a poor run of form, but There was signs against Aston Villa where we were back, but that's only one game. But last night was a real mature performance, and tactically, Slot was excellent. He allowed Real Madrid to have the ball in certain areas, and it was very much sideways all the time. They weren't really doing anything with it. We were very direct. We weren't passing out from the back, which was stopping them from winning the ball high up. And I thought Liverpool were back. I think they have clicked a little bit, and I think there's a lot of unity off the ball as well, off the camera. There was just a little high fives in the little moments that probably people won't realise, and that togetherness that has come back. And I think it's been a good real reset for Liverpool.
Do you think Alexander-Isak's going to struggle to get back in his starting 11?
Yes, on form of Ekitike is the honest answer. But the problem is with modern day football is that they're always picking up injuries, aren't they? So I think as soon as Isak's fit, someone else will need a rest, or someone else will pick up a little niggle and he'll be back in.
I liked the setup of your team last night. You know, I feel like Arne Slot's been trying to fit everyone into the team. You know, he's just gone gung-ho. Let's put them all out there. But actually, he's took a step back, I think, and he's looked at the team and gone, actually, I'm going to play Florian Wirtz on the left, Ekitike, I need my energy in midfield, bring my full-backs back in. So it felt like a proper Liverpool side again, not one that he's just thrown together.
Yeah,
I don't know if Isak fits in it.
Yeah, I totally agree in that sense. I think that Arne Slot was like, he got loads of toys at Christmas and he tried to play with all of them at the same time rather than just playing his best sides and making sure that these players are playing into a system and also playing for the place. Too many players were just he was trying to make it work, but he hasn't done that now, and he's gone back to basics a little bit, and it's like earn your place and work hard, and the players understand that and they realise that. And I think the players from last season as well appreciate that, because I think there was too much disruption. I think there was a stat, wasn't it, that it's the biggest change in a Premier League title winning team, which really you shouldn't change that much if you don't have to.
Against Man City, huge game at the weekend, away from home as well. Is your only selection debate whether it's Wirtz or Gakpo on the left? Would the other 10 players be in your first 11 for that game?
Yeah, 100%. I think the introduction of Andy Robertson is something that the fans wanted. And sometimes you can feel yourself and think that you want to see something, and then when you see it in reality, it doesn't quite work. Absolutely not. Andy Robertson was fantastic since he's come back into the side. A real leader, really disciplined. And going forward as well, he's offering more than Kirk has. So just across the park, I get reiterated throughout this interview is the fact that I just want Liverpool to have some continuity, and you've got to earn your place to be in the side. I think the question mark is it Wirtz or is it Gakpo? Last season he went with the additional midfielder, so I've got a feeling it will be Wirtz that plays, and he was fantastic last night. No one can argue that. He can say that he's had a bit of a false start, but last night he was superb and he ran more than anyone, so he's shown that he really wants to.
Well, it is a mega game at the weekend. Peter, thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you very much.